your boy just came over and he's like, yo, I just made like $1,000 on Kekius Maximus, man. You gotta buy some crypto, bro. Make you rich. First of all, never listen to that individual again. Because he's gonna make you lose money. But anyways, there are many nuances. There's so much to learn in cryptocurrency, especially in meme land. It's its own kind of breed of cryptocurrency education that needs to be somewhat experienced and to learn how fast you can lose money and how fast you can make money. Most of the time, it's how fast you can lose money. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to DefiCast, episode 2, technically 3, but in the series, it's number 2. Anyways, if you're around for whatever this is, episode 3 or episode 2, I'd like to thank you for tuning back in. That is the biggest compliment that we can have at DefiCast, is if you continue to listen to the next episode, you're enjoying the content, and that's all we care about. It's been a long holiday. I'm tired. I just want to go back to work. And back to memeing and trading. 2025 should be a fantastic year for cryptocurrencies as far as the macro is concerned. Bitcoin, politics on Bitcoin, nation states on Bitcoin. In general, the interest and discussion around cryptocurrencies, DeFi, Bitcoin, nation state adoption, Bitcoin strategic reserves. I mean, there's a lot of things being thrown around, which is very exciting, obviously, for 2025. But from my experience, I would say just be careful. Sometimes the news, especially Twitter, your feed, you're scrolling, it's going to give you the information that you want to hear, which is if you're just entering the market right now and you're learning about cryptocurrency, there's a very high case for it, because at the middle to end of bull runs, that is when the new adoption and the new people start piling in from the public, because they start hearing about people making money and buying Lamborghinis and all that ridiculousness. But that's the most dangerous time in crypto. It's the most profitable, but it's also the most dangerous. So you have to protect yourself and make sure that you follow your gut. If you feel like you are doing really, really well and you're making money right now, take some profit. Okay, take it off the table, especially if you need it, especially if you're overinvested, because you never know when that news and bullishness is gonna turn on you. And in the macro sense, it can be devastating sometimes. Everybody is convinced that 2025 is going to be bullish as fuck. And I mean, I tend to agree, but just be prepared, because there's always devils in the details. Anyways, I digress. That's a bigger intro than I wanted to do, but that's okay. It's been too long and I couldn't wait to start recording and talk to everyone here. Obviously, this is episode 3, 2, whatever you want to call it. We are going to talk about basically a DefiCast package of a crypto starter guide. You know, we're going to basically just go over the basic stuff that you need to do to get started, the security that you need to part in making sure that you protect yourself, and how right down to, you know, doing your first trade. There'll be a couple nuances here and there. I'm going to try and keep it as simple as possible. This is definitely something for people who are looking for a quick startup. And obviously, any questions, anything that you need expansion on, or you want links to, or you want to learn more, or you want some different tech, anything like that. You want to know where to look for meme coins, or just have a conversation. Make sure you go ahead and join our Telegram, which is t.me/dcastvanguard. DefiCast is brought to you by you, the listener, the degen, the investor. As we get DefiCast off the ground, if you're enjoying the content, it goes a long way to subscribe to us on your favorite podcast apps. Give us a comment, follow us on Twitter at x.com/DeFi_cast. At the top of the Twitter page, you'll find a link to our link tree, linktr.ee/DefiCast. There you'll find all of our links, as well as your favorite podcast app, including Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Music, and YouTube. Throw us a subscribe on all of them if you can. And to interact with us live or ask us questions that you may have after a show, or you just want to come and hang out, join the Telegram at t.me/dcastvanguard. And as always, thank you for listening. Take profit, not screenshots. Let's grab some of the top news from Try the last 2 weeks, focused on maybe the last week or so for cryptocurrency. Right now, Bitcoin sitting around $98,000 US. Ethereum 3,600. Number 3 is XRP at $2.42. Market cap wise, we are sitting at $3.5 trillion in the global cryptocurrency market, meaning the entire amount of money that is captured, I guess you could say, in the entire crypto market. Bitcoin being 2 trillion of that, which is fantastic to see. Some are calling for $3 to $5 trillion market cap for Bitcoin in 2025. We'll see what happens there. We'll see what happens with altcoins. Everyone's saying, when is alt season coming? When is my alt season? Anyways, we're going to move on to a couple news posts. FTX is the bankruptcy case of the major centralized exchange that crashed the entire crypto market 3 years ago. It caused everyone was wrecked. Nobody saw it coming. Maybe some did, but not in the amount of crashing and burning that the cryptocurrency market did. I mean, everything dumped like 90%, including Bitcoin. It was very, very bloody. Granted, I didn't have a lot invested at that time. I was just kind of getting started, actually, like yourself. And I'm glad that I experienced it. Even with the little bit of money that I had in the market, I needed to experience that. They call it a black swan event. It's something that affects everybody. It affects the entire market. It affects people go to jail. It affects regulation. It affects government oversight. It affects the reputation of cryptocurrency in general. And it has taken a beating starting from that point. Mt. Gox is another one you can look up. That was one of the first big problems with Bitcoin. But all of these, Bitcoin is regarded as a technology, and it's something that it's going to go through an infancy stage, and it's going to go through problems and growing pains, just like cryptocurrency will, all of the other cryptocurrencies, if that continues. There was a huge, obviously, bankruptcy case for FTX because they are a centralized exchange, and they were trading and leveraging their own tokens, et cetera, et cetera. I don't know the details. All I know is high leverage. They were leveraging their own token. They had their own FTX token. They were doing high leverage trading for Bitcoin. And basically, they had no proof of assets. And if they did, they were taking that money that they were supposed to hold in case everyone came to claim their money at the same time. Everyone rushes to sell their Bitcoin at the same time. You need to have that on hand so they can distribute that out. And we're going to talk about that a little bit later on, the benefits of holding your Bitcoin or your cryptocurrencies on an exchange or a centralized exchange compared to holding it yourself in your own self-custodied wallet. So FTX is going to be basically paying out $16 billion approximately to creditors. I think it has started because this was a bit ago. Repayment starts on January 3rd. So by the time you hear this, the repayments will have started. So they're going to be dishing out $16 billion aimed at settling customer and creditor claims. Small claims under $50,000 get up to 119% of their claim back. Any small claims under $50,000, people will be getting their money back, which is kind of nice because it's taking care of all the little people first before they start dishing out the big money to people. I'm sure there's lots of things to go through. After filing for bankruptcy in 2022, FTX has managed to recover 14 to 16 billion thanks to their new CEO, John J. Ray Ills. What a weird name. The partners for the distribution are going to be Kraken and BitGo. Some of the market impacts you can see. Obviously, people are looking at this as a liquidity injection directly into already onboarded crypto people. Obviously, they had money on exchanges and they were engaging in trading with cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin. So obviously, they are native to the ecosystem. So people are obviously looking at that as very bullish. They're going to be receiving a lot of money in the form of cryptocurrency, I believe, and I'm sure some stable coin, or maybe they can request. I'm not sure. Many will be paid out in Bitcoin. So these people obviously could go and rush and sell their assets that they're getting, or these people are going to be holding and reinvesting into DeFi and other things. Some people think the alt season could kind of maybe kick off with a little bit of this money being injected, but that remains to be seen, and nobody knows anything really. So some other news, we had some degen news. Elon Musk changed his profile picture. He changed everything on his X account to Kekius Maximus, which is a Pepe-like character from Gladiator times, I guess. The impact of that for degens, it was something that ensues called PvP, where it's project versus project. There was many Kekius Maximus coins already launched on various chains. The first thing that people go to is which one's the OG, which one's the first one. So, obviously one ripped, the other one dumped, then the other one ripped, and then the other one dumped as people were trying to decide which one was going to be the one. I try to remove myself from those situations. It's extremely risky. If you have a lot of capital, obviously going out and just throwing money at every single one of those, because Elon changed it. He doesn't do that type of thing often. Like, Elon doesn't change his entire profile picture and everything that people see, millions and millions of people see every single day, to a meme coin. That's pretty significant. I'm actually surprised the tokens that were affected by this and was advertising for didn't rip harder, didn't go higher. Maybe an indication of what people are willing to ape right now, and it's kind of maybe testing the waters of what the degen community can do with a token when Elon directly engages with it. So that's your degen news. A couple things about USDT. United Kingdom, I guess they're banning it. I don't know what they're doing over there. They don't want people using USDT now. They got some weird stuff and regulation and politics and positions and policies going on in the United Kingdom when it comes to, I think, everything, but specifically when it comes to cryptocurrency. They're kind of tripping over themselves figuring out what they want to do. So they're turning off USDT for a number of their residences. Obviously, as soon as anything happens with USDT on Twitter, people immediately start fudding about it. They start blowing it out of proportion. We made a post on DefiCast Twitter, I think, just saying that stuff happens all the time. Every cycle, USDT gets fudded in some way, and people freak out and they think it's the end of the world every single time, and they start swapping to USDC or another stable coin. But USDT is still around. USDT has never rugged anybody, as far as the rumors and problems that they could have. Any sort of token, an ecosystem can have problems. Look at what we already mentioned today, Mt. Gox and Bitcoin. I didn't really pay attention to the FUD. I've got some USDT. I just kept it, and that's kind of like that bulletproof armor that you eventually get when you've been trading and seeing all the things that you see happen in this cryptocurrency market. Some other crypto financial news. The T3 Financial Crime Unit, T3FCU, is a collaborative initiative between Tron, Tether, and TRM Labs. They have frozen over $100 million in USDT they think to be potentially linked to criminal activities since its inception in August 2024. They're targeting money laundering, investment scams, terrorism, and activities conducted in North Korea, handling transactions over $3 billion across 5 continents. I don't really have a solid opinion about this currently, although it is concerning that they're starting to freeze stable coins, or this is the direction that they're going with on how they're going to be trying to police things. All this really does for me, if it's specifically happening on Tron with USDT, tells me it can be done anywhere eventually, I'm sure. The only thing that does for me is reinstitutes and reingrains the fact that holding Bitcoin in a decentralized manner with your own keys in a self-custodied wallet could really possibly be the most secure way to store your money. Everything that happens in the traditional financial market or the legacy financial market with fiat and investigations and banks and freezings, and everyone's seen the banks lock people out and say you can't bank here anymore. We're out of money. We don't have your money. You can't take it out. Oh, what's this transaction you're doing? We don't like that. You're out. Take your money and go somewhere else. Banks closing because of over leveraging themselves. The 2008 banking crisis, that everyone talks about, in the financial crisis, where the banks folded in on themselves. Banks aren't the most secure places anymore. And now when you're bringing in this cryptocurrency market with all of these tokens and all of these all of the ways that there is to surveil things and capture things, everything that's happening in the opposite side of Bitcoin, which is cryptocurrency, meaning stable coins, everything. If they're able to start doing this type of thing, with USDT on Tron, again, all that tells me is in the future, where to store your long-term money and assets, Bitcoin is probably going to be the choice above everything, no matter what. All right, that's my Bitcoin chill for today. And that's the news wrapped up, guys. Thank you for listening. Again, I'm Logan. This is DefiCast. Today, basically just running through a couple of the words that I've just actually said in the news: centralized exchanges, self-custody wallets, security, all of those things. We're just going to walk you through and maybe explain a couple of those things, give you an overview on security, how to get started and get your first token. This episode of DefiCast is brought to you by you, the listener, the DGen, the investor. Support us by interacting with us on social media and following us at x.com/DeFi_cast. Join the Vanguard Telegram group at t.me/DcastVanguard. Our mission is simple: to build a hub where new and seasoned traders can safely learn, trade, and grow in a market full of challenges. Rugs. At DefiCast, capital preservation isn't just a strategy, it's the only way to be successful. We take WAGME seriously. And as always, take profit, not screenshots. Thanks for listening. Okay, guys, welcome back to DefiCast. Here we go. Brand new Crypto 101. Let's get started. Your boy just came over and he's like, yo, I just made like $1,000 on Kekius Maximus, man. You gotta buy some crypto, bro. Make you rich. First of all, never listen to that individual again. Because he's going to make you lose money. But anyways, there are many nuances. There's so much to learn in cryptocurrency, especially in meme land. It's its own kind of breed of cryptocurrency education that needs to be somewhat experienced and to learn how fast you can lose money and how fast you can make money. Most of the time, it's how fast you can lose money. First thing we're going to get started with: nothing on this podcast is financial advice and ever will be. All the information provided by DefiCast is for educational purposes only. Always conduct your own research and consider your own financial situation before making decisions. That goes 100% for every episode. Anything you hear on this show, anything you see us tweet. You don't know everyone is individual situations. One person may have millions of dollars to invest. One person may have tens of thousands. One person may have only $1,000. One person may have $100. And each approach to cryptocurrency, especially in the beginning with those amounts of money, are different and should be different. If somebody gives you $100 for your birthday and you're like, you know what, I'm going to invest in crypto. How do you get that? How do you buy Pepe with that? That's a long journey for somebody who hasn't done it before. So the ways that you enter the cryptocurrency market differ, and some people will do one thing over the other. It depends on your situation and what you need, what you feel comfortable with. So the first thing that there are is centralized exchanges, or CEXs. CEX. So they're platforms like the ones you see on TV, like Crypto.com, Coinbase, Kraken, Binance. They allow you to buy cryptocurrency with fiat, meaning your dollars. Here's some of the things you need to know about them. You send money directly from your bank account to the centralized exchange after you make an account and everything, and make sure that centralized exchange platform is available in your country, because some of them are regulation-wise, you can't use certain ones in certain areas. So, You have to check your local listings basically in your app store of what is available for you to use. Once you've decided which centralized exchange you're going to be using, you log in, get an account. You're going to have to identify yourself. You're going to have to KYC, which can range from various things like uploading an ID card or verifying through your bank. Definitely takes away the anonymous portion of cryptocurrency that is one of the founding principles of being able to do what you want with your money without scrutiny or overreach by a government or bank or whatever. So there's a lot of people that aren't going to want to do it that way, but many do, and they don't really care. Be advised, obviously, if you are identified through your central exchange and your bank, they're going to know all of your transactions. The bank will know how much money you make. There's tax implications. There's always tax implications, obviously, but just be aware of that. You will be highly surveilled. So that's one way that you get your money into cryptocurrency. Some people have automatic withdrawals every month. So every month, $200 comes out of their bank account and goes directly to their centralized exchange through Interact email transfer or however they have it set up. Then it automatically buys Bitcoin or whatever in regular intervals for people who like to DCA or buy every single month or every day. So there's things like that you can set up through your bank. People do that. Once you have the money into the centralized exchange and it arrives in your wallet, in your fiat wallet on the exchange, you can do this through an app or on the website, you can start trading it. So you can buy anything. You can open up anything on the marketplace, Bitcoin, any meme coins that are listed there. You can start buying that. You can start buying Ethereum, whatever you are looking to purchase. Now, after you purchase it, your fiat money will be purchased. You're going to buy Bitcoin at 100 or 98,000. So you buy Bitcoin at $98,000 US. So whatever you put in there, you're going to get the equal amount of tokens and value back into your wallet. Now your fiat is gone, right? You've put your $1,000 in. It's not dollars anymore. And it is subject to all of the volatilities that the cryptocurrency market endure. So keep that in mind. You've bought your Bitcoin, now you have it and it's in your wallet. But do you actually have it? The answer is no. You've basically purchased a note saying that the exchange owes you $1,000 worth of Bitcoin when you decide to withdraw it. You don't physically hold the tokens in your wallet. It's just a ledger. And that's kind of where centralized exchanges run into trouble and go down often. In the past, they have anyway. Obviously, regulation and things have increased in the last 5 years, but some shady things happened with centralized exchanges, FTX being an example. You have to be careful. Holding your funds on a centralized exchange is definitely not my number one thing that I would recommend to people, but it is something that you need to start out with, and that's okay. Things are a little more stable at this point, but it is not 100% secure. So you buy your Bitcoin. Now you've got the Bitcoin in the wallet, or it says you have the Bitcoin in your wallet. You can extract that. You can take that out if you'd like. If you say, you know what, I listened to the DefiCast and I get it. I bought it on a centralized exchange. I want to take self-custody of my Bitcoin now, or my Dogecoin or whatever. So that is the other option, is a self-custody wallet, which are apps on your phone from the App Store. Now, the biggest thing with these they are your own self-custodied wallet. Things have advanced significantly for self-custody wallets. The one that I use the most is Phantom Wallet. It offers you the ability to use Ethereum, Base, Solana, Bitcoin, Polygon. It also allows you to buy directly through the wallet with Apple Pay or debit cards. So basically, we kind of have a digital wallet already on our phones if you've put your debit or your credit card into your, Apple Pay or Google Pay. What these self-custody wallets offer is through those, just like you'd buy anything like a Starbucks, you can buy cryptocurrency and put it right into your wallet through Apple Pay or Google Pay. This is very, very, very convenient. And it is nice that it is in a self-custodied wallet, meaning that you actually own the token. So when you go and you buy the Bitcoin, you physically own the Bitcoin on chain. It is recorded. It is in your wallet with your wallet address. and no one can take that away from you unless they have your seed phrase. Basically, for on-ramping crypto, to summarize, you have two choices: centralized exchanges, which you take trade-offs for, or self-custodied wallets, which also come with trade-offs. Yes, it does sound like self-custody wallets are the way to go, but you have to realize that you are fully in control of your funds. So if you lose your seed phrase, you get locked out of your account, or you make a mistake and you store your seed phrase in your email or digitally and somebody hacks your computer, it's gone. Everything's gone, right? I mean, it's the same way with a centralized exchange too. That can happen to you if you get hacked and they get your password and they can log in. Same thing can kind of happen to you. So wallet security and just general knowledge of security is really important in cryptocurrency. So we're going to move on to wallet security now. So you now have your Phantom wallet downloaded on your phone. You used your Apple Pay and you bought $200 of Dogecoin or Bitcoin or whatever. And now you have it in your wallet. You see it in your wallet and you see it going up and down, 200% up and 5,000% down every single day. You now own cryptocurrency in that wallet. Now you can send that anywhere you want. You can send it to a friend. All you need is their wallet address, which they can either email you their public key address. They can send to you, or you can scan their QR code on their phone and exchange it peer to peer, which is the beautiful thing. So you can do whatever you want with those tokens. They're yours. You can sell them. You can swap them back. You can send them to a friend. You can do whatever. So when you download one of these wallets, we're going to use Phantom as an example. You can put it as an app on your phone or a browser extension on your computer. I fully recommend trying to do it as much of it as you can offline. So that if you have any keyloggers or anything like that, it's better to do it on your phone first, and then you can transfer this wallet wherever you want. And we'll get into that momentarily. So you download the app, and as soon as you open it, it's going to say, do you want to import a wallet or do you want to create a wallet? If you're brand new, you're going to be creating a new wallet. If you've been around for a while and you have your seed phrase with you, you can import your wallet, meaning that you can import it wherever you want in the world on any piece of hardware that offers that ability to do that. All you need is your 12 or 24 words from your little piece of paper, and you put them in and you have access to your wallet wherever you are. And that is the beauty of the self-custodied wallets. So you're going to create a new wallet. As soon as you create your wallet, it's going to say, here's 24 random words. Please write them down on a piece of paper. This is very important. You can't spell any of them wrong. Don't take a picture of it. Don't save it as a file. Don't screenshot it. Get out a piece of paper. Write them down exactly, and triple, quadruple check them. They have to go in the right order. They're labeled 1 to 24. They have to go in order. You write them down on a piece of paper, and then when you hit next, it's going to say, okay, give me, number 4, and give me number 10, give me number 20, just to make sure that all of your words are in order and you have written them down correctly. This is the most important thing security-wise. We could end the podcast right here. All you need is those 12 or 24 words. That is it. You don't share it with anyone. Don't store it digitally. Don't store it on your phone. Basically, you write down the words on a piece of paper, store it somewhere, decide how you're going to store it, where you're going to store it. There's people do, metal imprintings and then keep it in vaults. People do a whole bunch of things with that. That's kind of your own choice of how you secure the actual words. But that is everything to you. That is your complete security. So once you have your wallet, you've got your seed phrases, you've stored them correctly. I always, when I create a new wallet, if it's going to be something that's holding a lot of money, I make sure that I have written them down, and I go and I import the wallet on another device to make sure. So I'll delete the wallet, and then I'll try to recover it like I just lost it, which is the import seed phrase option, to make sure that I actually can import it and find it. If you can do that, your security is top-notch secure. You spelled everything right and you didn't fuck up. Congratulations. You'll know when you fuck up for the first time. And for wallet security, that's pretty much it. I do recommend self-custody wallets like Phantom Wallet. They're very user-friendly. They allow you to own your own assets. They allow you to secure your own security. And these are called hot wallets. So they're on hot devices, devices that can be hacked in various ways. It's rare, but it does happen. It's something that can be even more secured by getting a cold wallet. Now I'm holding in my hand right now. I just ordered a Ledger Nano S Plus right from the company. I believe it's France. I think it's France. It came today. I bought it with Bitcoin through crypto.com. They were doing an offer along with $30 free of Bitcoin. But it is called a cold wallet storage. It is completely offline. It doesn't connect to the internet at all. And what it offers you, it's basically like a USB key that's got some specialized software on it. You can load up all of your assets into the cold wallet, into the ledger. You send it just like you would send anything to a public address. It gives you a seed phrase of your own that unlocks these wallets on this device, which is offline. So basically, you can go and buy your Bitcoin on a centralized exchange. You send it to your ledger, and once it's there, it is offline. It is not on your phone. It is not on your browser. It's susceptible to malicious software. It is on a piece of hardware device, separate and secure. And the only thing you need to restore is those 12 to 24 seed phrases. So even if you break, lose, or the ledger gets stolen, like the actual device, you can get another ledger. You just buy another one, and you can recover your wallets just with your seed phrase. And that is why that seed phrase is so important. I mean, even if I had this loaded up and I lost this on the way to work tonight, I still have the seed phrase secured. So I can go and recover those wallets, even in hot wallets. I could go recover it in a Phantom wallet or in a Bitcoin wallet until I get a new ledger, and then I can resecure them in cold storage. So this is kind of like the ultimate security for degens, and I'm surprised that I finally got one. I'm very excited to open it up tonight and start loading it up and seeing what happens and securing my assets. And I'll tell you how that goes, but it's pretty simple. Like I said, it's just like a USB key. But so a couple of summarized things there for you. Hot wallet, cold wallet. Hot wallet is online. Cold wallet is separate. Nano, Ledger, whatever. There's a whole bunch of companies. Make sure when you order a ledger or you order a cold wallet from anywhere that you are not ordering it from Amazon, and you're ordering it directly from their website, from their Twitter, or wherever you can make sure it's them. Because if you're buying them from Amazon, they can be refurbished, and somebody could have already activated a seed phrase, and they wait for somebody else to buy it, and then they wait for you to put your crypto on it, and then they steal it from you. So make sure you buy it directly from the company. So now we've talked about downloading and setting up your favorite wallet, securing your seed phrase. We've talked about security, making sure that you store and secure all of those words in an appropriate place, and take your security very seriously, and consider self-custodied wallets and even cold wallets. Now we're going to move on to a couple other things, because now basically you have learned how to on-ramp your fiat money and your dollars. You've learned the difference between centralized exchanges and self-custodied wallets. You've learned the initial portion of downloading a wallet, getting your seed phrase, and then going and buying whatever you want to buy. Now, there's a couple of differences when it comes to swapping and trading. Decentralized exchanges, here you manage your own trades via a wallet connection, maintaining control over your own assets. Examples will include Uniswap, PancakeSwap. Various decentralized exchanges just basically offer you the ability to buy all these other tokens in a decentralized manner using just your wallet. This is what we call Web3. Now you have to be very careful when you connect your wallet to websites that want to connect to your wallet and read them, and you have to make sure that the website that you're on is safe, and you're in the right place, because your wallets can be drained very easily, which is another risk with hot wallets or wallets that are not offline. So the Uniswap, PancakeSwap, and the decentralized exchanges that you'll be connecting your wallet to trade, obviously, directly through most of these self-custodied wallets like Phantom, you can buy Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, like any major cryptocurrency is going to be listed for swap right there. And it's very easy just to swap into them. Now, when your buddy comes up to you and says, yo, Elon just switched his thing to Kekius Maximus, man, you got to buy this token. It's going to rip to the moon. How do you buy that one? Well, there's something called a contract address, or a CA. And they're native and different to each blockchain that they're on. Ethereum contract addresses look different from Solana contract addresses, but it's basically a link directly to the pair that you're swapping. So somebody gives you an address, or they DM it to you, or you copy that contract address and you paste it into either your wallet directly to see if it's listed on Phantom Wallet or whatever wallet you've downloaded, or you go to a deck screener. Deckscreener.com is what I use to look at the chart, to look at all the links and look at the project. So you search that contract address, and then the pair will come up in your search. You'll see Kekius Maximus, which is you're swapping Kekius Maximus tokens with wrapped Ethereum, or if you're on Solana, it's Solana. So basically you'll be swapping your Solana or your Ethereum or whatever chain you're trading on. You'll be swapping that for Kekius Maximus tokens, which is inherently where the risk lies. Obviously, this is a token that is not top 100 coin market cap token that's been around for 10 years. It may have launched 5 minutes ago. Extremely risky. Now you have used your fiat money, your dollars, you've put it into your wallet, you've purchased Ethereum or Solana or whatever. Then you buy the token that you're trying to buy, which is your Kekius Maximus or whatever you're buying. We're just using that as an example because it was in the news. I am not saying that you should buy Kekius Maximus. Now you're holding the meme token. Now you're holding it in your wallet. And that's basically how you interact with your own wallet, and how you take that wallet with your money in it, and you go around to whatever you want to trade. You find the contract address, you make sure you verify the project exists, it's the right one. You find out where you can swap it, which is either in your wallet or through something like Uniswap or PancakeSwap, which you'll have to look at online. And you are off to the races, and you are degenning and swapping and buying and selling. Now, let's say your token that you purchased goes to the moon, and you make thousands of dollars or a couple $100 or whatever, and you sell. Good job. Selling's the hardest thing to do. You'll learn that. Buying's easy. Selling's hard. You sell, you get the native token back into your wallet, your Ethereum or your Solana or whatever you're trading. So you swap your Kekius Maximus tokens or your Doge tokens. You swap it back to the native token from the chain that you purchased. Now you have your Ethereum or your Solana in your wallet. Now that's still represented in dollar amount of what that native token is currently in cost. So now you're saying, well, how do I get it to my bank? Well, you have to sell it back to your fiat dollars. So now you're going to have to swap it to either US dollars, Canadian dollars, whatever your bank, whatever currency you're operating in, you're going to have to swap it back. So if you're using if you're using a self-custodied wallet like a Phantom, you would have to sell it for a stable coin, which is pegged to the US dollar. So you sell it for USDT or DC, which stores your value based on what if you're trying to get out, you sell your ETH or your Bitcoin or your whatever, you're trying to take profit into fiat dollars, you sell into these stable coins. Then you're going to need a centralized exchange platform that is connected to your bank to be able to put it back into your bank. So you're going to have to send it to either your crypto.com or your Coinbase or your Kraken or your Binance to enable you to swap it to your native fiat currency, whether that be US dollars or Canadian dollars or whatever it is. And then you withdraw those to your bank account. And now you have the money back in your bank account. Now, that whole course of actions of putting money in, trading, getting money out back into your bank account, it does take some time to get used to. And you have to be sure that you are following all the recommended rules and security when you are sending and receiving money in those directions, meaning check your addresses, send like a test, $1 to make sure you're sending it to the right place before you send a couple $1,000, because if you send it to the wrong address, it's gone forever. So a couple best practices now that we've gone through the entire thing is don't share your seed phrase with anyone. Don't click on unknown links. Don't connect your wallet to things that you do not trust. Store your seed phrase somewhere safe, like a safety deposit box in a bank or in fireproof safe somewhere in your house that only you know the code to. There's many different things that you need to do, but all you need to do is secure those 12 to 24 words, and you can restore that wallet wherever you need to restore it. Another one would be risk management. Only invest what you can afford to lose, guys. Many people get wrecked in cryptocurrency. They lose money. There are gambling addictions. This place is crazy. You get involved with communities. You get caught up in the hype. You could possibly buy the top and lose all your money. You could buy a brand new token and the developer that launched it secretly was holding 70% of the supply, and they dump all their tokens on you, and you'll never get your money back because it's never going anywhere and it's dead at 7K market cap. That's going to happen a lot. So you need to make sure you know what your risk management is. Next episode, we are going to go into trading strategies for different tiered investments. So if you're starting with $100 or $1,000, or if you're starting with more than that, we're just going to go through a couple tips and tricks of what are the best practices and rules that you can put in place for certain amounts of capital, what to invest in, how often to invest, when to take profit, and just general trading rules. I mean, everyone's going to be very, very specific. I'm going to tell you how I do it, and I have been fairly successful. I could be more successful, but I'm not. I make mistakes too. Everyone will make mistakes. You will make mistakes. You will lose money. But that's the volatility and the fun that exist for this type of investment trading. Not to mention the memes. The memes are great. They're fantastic. And 2025 should be a very, very exciting, bold run. And I am learning to hold more often than not now. I do invest in more established projects. I do dabble in the gambling portion of it, where it's kind of like, it might not live 5 minutes, depending on what I'm doing. But I have some capital to risk that way. If you do not have that money to risk, you shouldn't be investing in anything, really, unless maybe you've got a little bit extra. You can't really lose it. If you want to store it in Bitcoin, that is an option. It just, of course, depends on when you're buying it during the cycles. But in the last 15 years, Bitcoin's gone from 1 cent to $100,000. It's definitely on the way up still. So if you can hold for 4 years, put your money in Bitcoin. That's all I'll say. And with that, we're going to wrap it up, guys. Make sure you're following us on Twitter at x.com/DeFi_cast. Go to our link tree at linktr.ee/DefiCast, and you can find all of our links there. Help us out by subscribing on Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, and join our Telegram at t.me/dcastvanguard for any questions about this episode or future episodes. Next couple episodes, like I said, we're going to be talking about some trading stuff, and we're actually going to have some guests on. We're going to be talking to some project developers about a project we mentioned last time. I'm not going to name it right now because I have to make sure that I can secure the guests, but we're going to sit down with them and get to know project like a meme coin project more in depth, what it takes to run one, how this one's different, and why we're spotlighting something like this on the show. It's going to be really exciting. I can't wait to start getting into more specific details about projects that we're trading and we're investing in. And like I said, make sure you realize that none of this is investment advice. This is only our personal journey, or my personal journey through cryptocurrency. So I may get wrecked, and if you follow me, you may get wrecked too. But we could also have a lot of fun. So that's the beauty of it. Again, everyone, thanks for listening. All you can do to support is just subscribe on all platforms and follow us on Twitter and engage with us on social media and join the Telegram. Until next time, guys, take profits, not screenshots.